How are you? Good to see you. Is everything going well? Very nice to meet you. You're flying from Canada, is that right? Yes. So what's really interesting is, as of this week, Paddy Power actually stopped taking bets on the gender of the baby because we're actually so convinced on what it's going to be. So earlier this week, we've started getting a load of pretty chunky bets on the baby to be a girl. But just before we stopped taking bets, it was around 1 to 2, which is about a 70% chance, and 2 to 1 for it to be a boy. So when it starts to get like that, and especially as we know the due date's kind of looming sometime soon, we start to think, yeah, we think this baby might be a girl. It is. Very nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. So this is what happens when we pack up the van. It happens every weeknight. So
I'd seen this documentary on Netflix about feminism, and one of the things they said during pregnancy.
In terms of the girl, literally since the pregnancy was announced, the most popular name has been Diana for us. Obviously a homage to the princess. It's kind of come in from something like 20 to 1, and it's now 3 to 1, which is crazy. Other popular names for girls include Alice, Grace, Victoria, all quite traditional, some quite royal names. There's some crazy ones in there like Teresa at 200 to 1, obviously, because of what's going on at the minute. Poor baby. And then for boys, Arthur, which obviously is Louis's middle name, so I'm not sure that Arthur will be the one, but people are betting on it. James, Donald's in there at 500 to 1, but only a couple of people having a quid or so on that. James, Arthur, George I think has been in there, but George was obviously one of the previous babies, but because the girls' names have been so popular and because we think it's going to be a girl, it's actually most of the money that we're seeing are on girls' names.
Jessica!
We love you!
Thank you.
Yeah, so with the Godparents, what we're seeing is, I mean, we price up anything, so we've got like George and Amal Clooney are around 6 to 1, which is actually quite short priced. Jessica and Ben Mulroney, Jessica's Meghan's best friend, the designer, they're actually our favourites, they're around 2 to 1. William and Kate, 3 to 1. Now personally, I think you'd probably go with the safer bet there. But actually what we're seeing is more people are putting money on. I think because of the unusual nature, like you say, of Meghan being an actress, people are actually favouring kind of the celebrity godparents, and we're seeing more bets on Jessica and Ben Mulroney than we are on actual relations of the royal family.
What about, because I know Serena Williams and Priyanka Chopra are also good friends of hers.
Yes.
What about those couples? Are they in the running too, like the Priyanka, Nick Jonas and...
Yeah, so they're definitely in the running. They'd be more kind of like a 12 to 1, a 10 to 1, so say 4 times less likely than than Kate and Will. But they're in the betting and people do bet on them. So actually one of the most popular markets we've got, believe it or not, is the colour of this baby's hair. And the favourite, around 6 4, 5 to 4, is brown or black hair. Well, obviously it's probably not that predictable looking at me. I am praying that it's going to be a ginger baby, and that's around 2 to 1. But we have seen quite a lot of bets on it being a ginger hair baby. I think that's maybe like people like me, they're just kind of a bit hopeful. Do you know what I mean? So there's things like which of the royal babies will get the best GCSE results, we take bets on. We have which royal baby will go bald first, which, you know, gets some laughs and also gets some, where did you get that from? We have literally all kinds of things like that. We don't really bet on which baby will get the throne because you kind of know off the order.
I made that up. It's my own design. That's really clever.
I'd say since Louis was born, really we've seen a lot of people kind of fascinated in the fact that we even take betting on it. And I think it's probably a bit strange to people there. But what we've definitely seen is in both Australia and in America is an increase in interest on mainly the market there is what the baby's going to be called and the gender of the baby. But I think what you've seen is just the general interest in the royal baby is so big there now. It's almost eclipsing the interest here, especially with Meghan. So we have had loads of requests for the baby's gender and the baby's name, and yeah.